Hello, this is Ryan Riccatelli with asnews.net and the Kiteboarder Magazine, and I got John Zimmerman here from Ocean Rodeo. He's got the 2008 lineup right in front of us, and he's going to walk us through it. They've got a lot of great new boards. They got a new kite, some Drysuits. So, John, why don't you introduce yourself real quick and show us some of the gear?
Well, like Ryan said, I'm John from Ocean Rodeo. You probably see me a lot on the forums and whatnot. So I'm going to walk you through our 08 lineup. Really the story probably for this year for us at the show would be three products specifically. One would be the vented kite that we've introduced this year. We'll get into that one in a second. The other would be the new addition to our board lineups. We've got a really solid board lineup, and I'll go through that in a second. And the final will be the surf suit. It's our newest addition to the Drysuit lineup. It's designed for surfing specifically, but you can use it for kiteboarding no problem. A lot of guys really like it because it's slim fitting, much more toned down. So without delay, let's get into it.
Awesome, man.
Let's start with a kite. This is our new Rise Venturi kite. The real selling feature on this kite is that it was last year by far our most popular SLE kite. So it's the first one that we've applied the new Venturi technology to. Venturi technology is simply just vents in the back of the kite there. So you can see by the secondary struts, the logo, it says Venturi on either side. There's the black taping there. Right in front of that black taping is a series of vents, and the idea behind it, and it's not just conceptual, it is proven. Slotted airfoils are very efficient in flight. They won't stall nearly as easily. Airflow coming underneath the kite is clean flowing. Airflow on the back side of the kite is going to be it's going to be prone to turbulence. As a result, you get an inefficient kite flight. The clean airflow coming underneath the kite here is going to hit the vents. It's going to get pushed through the vents, and in some case, it's going to end up grabbing that turbulent air on the backside, smooth it out. It's called relaminating the airflow, but essentially what it means is it's going to smooth the airflow out. What that's going to do for the average kiteboarders, it's going to allow you to essentially fly the kite at a higher angle of attack, point higher. It's going to also give beginners who scrub their speed too much with the bar coming in, it's going to give you a really nice ability to be able to avoid stalling the kite as a beginner doing that. And then for the more advanced riders, it's going to allow you, if you're unhooking, to not worry so much about your trim settings. The kite won't backfly. And likewise, if you do go up for a jump and you're prone to, getting nervous and reefing in on the bar, it's not going to backfly the kite. So all around benefits to kiteboarding. We really expect to see this hit the market hard. People are going to be really excited about this, I think. So that's the vented kite technology. New for 08, we got boards coming out as well. This is the probably our most popular board last year was the Zen. This is the new Zen Freestyle. It's 129 by 39. So designed to be a nice wide platform to land on. Relatively short for the kids that want, low swing weight on it. The new deck pads and straps are all white to match it out, make it look all Gucci. I'll show you the Zen wide, just because it doesn't have the straps on it. This is our new wide body Zen. It's good for light wind. It's got the same technology in it as the other boards. The new shock core, it's a wooden core board, so it allows us to have a very thin rail on the board. The other advantage is we've got this X cut out of the board. That's going to allow for some torsional twisting to the board, which is going to be really nice for guys coming in to load up jump. They can torque out the board a bit and then really sender. So that's the new Zen lineup. We got three shapes. Like I said, we got the Zen wide, the regular Freestyle, and the original Zen 135 by 41. The Mako lineup for this year has been expanded as well. We got 4 boards in the Mako lineup. The one that probably most people are most excited about is this one here. It's the Mako Surf. It's our new directional board. This board here features 9 millimeters of concave on the base and a Duraclear top and bottom. So it's going to be epoxy resin on the inside, Duraclear top and bottom. This board's designed to take the punches on the beach. It's not a glass board at all, so you run it up on the beach when you're riding, it's not going to be a problem at all.
It'll take a spreader bar.
yeah, it'll take a spreader bar hit. Rounding out the Mako lineup, we've got the original Mako, which is right here. This is the Mako 150. I'll give you the camera angle on that one, showing the deep concave of that. So the Mako board really actually set aside, there's nobody else in the industry that makes a board this deep and concave. It was based around the idea of a slalom water ski. It's going to let you set an edge. You're carving on the rail, not on the fins. So you're carving on the rail. It's going to let you point down the line if you're doing that. You take it out on coastal waters. It will smooth the chop right out on the bottom side of it. You go anywhere on the forums these days, you can see discussions on how rad this board is. It is an unconventional shape, I'll give you that much. A lot of people say to me, they look at this board, they go, Christ, it's 150 centimeters long. I'm never going to ride that. So what we've done to, appease the critics, we introduced the 134. So this is the 134 version of the board. It's a much more conventional shape. We squared out the nose and the tail a little bit. It's got the same deep concave, 18 millimeters of concave on it as well. So that board's it's gonna feel very similar to the 150. The 150's real advantage is it's an equal weighted stance board. You can go out, in fact, even to get upwind, you can point even a little higher if you get on your front foot a bit more. This board, you're gonna want to end up staying on your back foot a little bit. It'll be a more familiar feel to most of your riders. Very popular line of boards. And then for 08, let's just put these back.
No problem.
We did introduce as well in 08. We're really excited about this one. This is the Mako Wide. It's a light wind Mako board. This guy is going to be a light wind machine. We're expected to sell a lot of these in Southern California market, even Florida market when you get the light winds that, people frustrate them. Get one of these, a 12-meter rise with the new vents on it. You're going to be having a great time on a 12-meter kite in 12 knots of wind. I mean, we all want to play when it's night.
Absolutely.
Okay, so last thing to show you guys.
Go check out some of these funky Drysuits.
Okay, so we've always been known as a Drysuit manufacturer. It's probably actually the first product we got on the market with. People really got associated with our brand. We are still selling the original Pyro Classic, which is back there. We've got probably our most popular suit here is the Pyro Pro. This suit is designed, it's got flex panels at the shoulders, flex panels at the waist. It's got flex panels at the knees as well. And it's got a high quality brass tooth zipper on it, which is going to basically guarantee to keep you dry.
I'm going to hand you this mic so then you have a better,
no problem.
Get out of your way and let him take you through it.
Thanks, Ryan. So the Pyro line of Drysuits features, like I said, the captive suspension panels of the shoulders, waist, and knees. High quality brass tooth zipper. It's got latex on the neck, wrist, and ankles to allow you to stay dry when you're riding. And the material itself is a nice soft, you can see it's not at all crinkly. Nice soft polyurethane back 200 denier nylon, and we've put on special overlays on the bums and the knees to really give you some reinforcements. That's not really new news to the industry though. We've had this product on the market since this time last year and it's been selling wonderfully for us. What is really exciting is this one. This is our surfing Drysuit. We did have this Drysuit on display at the show last year. We didn't have many of them shipping though until just about a couple months ago, and let me tell you, it's hit the market hard. People are really popular, really enjoying this suit. I just actually sent a couple of them up for samples to Alaska. Cold Salt up in Alaska took a couple of them to try. Kevin wrote me back, he's like, send me 30 of them. Loves the suit. He's riding it, in probably the coldest water conditions you can imagine. It's been tested, it's been proven. This suit, total thickness is less than 2 millimeters. It's going to be absolutely unrivaled in terms of flexibility. If you're anybody that's out there surfing in a 4, 5, or a 6 mil wetsuit, you've got to be looking at this suit. The flexibility is unrivaled when you compare it to a wetsuit. It keeps you dry when you ride, so you've got no problems with loss of heat. And that's a really big factor. When you get out into colder water conditions, you're getting wet. Yeah, you might feel like you're warm, but as soon as you're wet, you're expiring some of your heat. So we've got this. And just like when you go out snowboarding, you layer up or down. If it's a warm day out but it's cold water, you don't wear so much underneath it. If you're up in Alaska, you're going to layer up pretty heavy underneath it. So this suit we're really stoked on. The technology behind it, just to give you a quick breakdown, is pretty simple. It's a Lycra outer skin here. What that Lycra does is it just sucks the inner dry bladder against your body. So you've got an inner dry bladder that's very similar to our other Drysuit that we offer. The Lycra sucks it into your body, prevents any trapped air, allows you to duck dive really nicely so you won't have any buoyancy issues. It's about as buoyant as a 3 mil wetsuit in terms of buoyancy. In terms of flexibility, I compare it to a 2 mil wetsuit in terms of absolute resistance against your skin. So, you're talking to guys that are wearing a 5 or a 6 mil suit. That's a huge advantage. And then obviously you're staying warmer longer, you're on the water longer. So in a nutshell, that's our 08 lineup, and that's what we're really stoked about here.
Well, you guys have a lot of cool new products, and I know a lot of people out there are going to really appreciate the time that you spent going through this. And for guys like us who hate wearing wetsuits, but this thing looks really interesting, and they can find out more information at what's your website?
OceanRodeo.com.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the Surf Expo this year?
You know, we are really excited to be here. We've been here, this is probably our 6th year down here, and you know, there's a good buzz about the show this year, especially this type of stuff. I love this. You get it up on the internet, people will be stoked. So
awesome. Well, thanks a lot, John.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right.
Cheers.